Hi, my name is Leanne Brown. I'm a graduate here at Capgemini. I joined just over a year ago and I'm a strategy and change consultant at Capgemini. One of the reasons I love the grad community so much is that it's a really supportive environment to be in. I joined Capgemini not knowing anyone. I moved about 8 hours away from my home to come and work here. And so having a group of people around my age who are all in the same position as you is really comforting. And I just felt like it was a very supportive environment and that I wasn't going into it alone. So I love the grad community because of that.
Hi, I'm Akid. I've been in Capgemini event for 2 years now. It's probably one of the best communities to be part of, to be honest. People who didn't come in through the graduate program are always a bit envious of people who did go through this. Essentially, you have the 2 years, and within there, I suppose you just have such a close-knit group of people who are in the same mindset, who wants to learn the same things. And because of that, there are socials involved. So we have, I suppose, not mandatory socials, but quarterly meetings where you learn a skill, what's going on within the company, and then obviously you have this thing called Friday Night Fun where people would go out and socialise together, get to know each other. And then embedded in the client stuff, you're also working with people from different levels, and because you're usually sent across either around the country or even abroad, so I got sent abroad, there is a social aspect associated with that, which makes this whole thing a lot of fun.
Azad, but you can call me Che for short. I think fun is super important to Capgemini because it's actually one of the main values, one of the core principles of Capgemini. And when you first read it, you're like, oh, actually, I want to work for a company that has that value within their core values. But you don't realize how true it actually is before you actually start working. And I think one of the most important things that when you spend so much time of your life and energy at work, it needs to be fun.
My name is Nicola Ren. So I think that the Accelerate program provided me with a really good foundation of the consulting skills, where we started off with a 2-week induction with a really intense every day, you learn all these consulting skills and you apply them on case studies. So I think that was a really, really good start to my graduate program. And I suppose I was lucky enough to go on to a project straight after my induction, and I could actually see that the roles or the experiences that I've had within the induction I could actually apply straight away in my roles.
Hi, I'm Fred Fuchs. So looking at some of the formal and informal types of training, I've noticed that actually quite a lot of the time you're receiving training you don't even realise that you are. And that's because there are numerous amounts of lunch and learns and training sessions delivered by other colleagues where you pick up new tools and technologies.
Hi, it's Lois Robinson here. I think what I really enjoyed was the flexibility that the role offered me. One day I could be on client side delivering a workshop, and the next day on training, and the third day probably delivering internal proposals to senior management. And that's what really attracted me to the role.
Hi, I'm Antonette. So I actually graduated a few years ago and I was in a job, but I wanted to try something different. And also when looking into the company, I found out that the graduate scheme allowed you to rotate between different projects. And I sort of thought that was a really great way to gain an insight into all areas of the business and not just be like stuck in that one area. So you can kind of get an idea of what the company as a whole does.
So, hi, my name's Kavita Mardania.
My name's Raj Soki.
Since joining Capgemini just over 2 years ago, I think I've grown massively as a person. Capgemini has really given me the experiences and the trainings to really grow and be very confident and to deliver in my role and achieve results.
Yeah, there's a growth kind of personally and professionally on your journey in this company. And I think being in different circumstances, different scenarios, you get the opportunity to see what it's like in the real world and actually be with a client, or even team members when things are going wrong. What do we do when things are going right? How can we push that forward to continue to build it like that? So yeah, it is quite good in building your confidence levels in different areas.
I'm Olivia. I think because Capgemini offers you so many different types of projects, so many different types of client, it really gives you so many new skills to add to your CV. So that's something that I've really benefited from, I think.
Hi, I'm Antonette. Why am I proud to work at Capgemini? I can just be me. I'm proud to work at Capgemini because I can be myself. Capgemini literally live by their core values, you know, with the whole respect, the fun aspect of it. So I can be myself, and that's one of the main things I'd give in terms of advice to graduates who are applying for roles. If you're applying for Capgemini, one, know that the interview process or the assessment process is strength-based. So when you go to a strength-based interview, just be you, and once you're you and you show that uniqueness will shine. And that's why I'm proud to work at Capgemini. I can just be myself, and they value and they respect the uniqueness.
Hello, I'm Liana. I think the one thing to take away about Capgemini's graduate program and community is that you own your own career. There's so many opportunities to do so well. It's all down to you.